Ralph has been. It's kind of hard to say. I think because people, right? Okay, in Ralph's defense and offense, defense is that I've not heard much about Ralph, so I assume that he's doing okay. He's not drinking, or he's doing it in a way that's manageable. We can only hope for so much here, and as a result, he's not really. There's not too much about him coming out. However, the downside to that is, and this is, I think this is part of like the issue that Ralph faces moving forward, is that he has been so self-destructive that when you turn, like you're digging a hole, right? You're just digging straight down like a mole. And Ralph has been doing this for like 4 years now. And now eventually he's come to a point after the America First thing where he's like, damn, I'm really in a hole. I should turn around and get out of this hole that I'm in. So he turns around, and then imagine you're like looking up from the bottom of a mountain to the tippy top of this mountain just refer. I'm doing like a metaphor inside a metaphor, but you're looking back up and thinking, damn, I'm way the fuck down here. How do I climb all the way out? And the issue is that like a lot of his viewers are like hate watchers, right? So people stop hate watching him because he's not, at the verge of having an episode and having a full-on conversation with Andrew Tate's Force Ghost. And you see like really low Rumble numbers. I don't know if this is true. Someone said like 230, like we're watching him on Rumble recently. And that hurts, right? So it's like, it is like rebuilding in a way, because you have no support structure. You're changing gears so much, like from full-time alcoholic streaming to trying to be a real entertainer again. So you're going to lose some people who are just there for the train wreck, and you've lost so many of your normal viewers who are there to like actually, watch you for that kind of content that you are basically restarting. And restarting a streaming career is really not fun. Because it is momentum based. When you lose that momentum, it like sucks. So he's like looking up from the bottom of this hole, thinking like, God, that pressure of being like, well, I'm restarting everything that I've been working on for my entire fucking life. That is like such a horrible realization that it would drive someone to drink, right? So then you're like, well, I'm already down here, and it would be a lot of effort to climb back up, and that's kind of fucked up to realize. So I might as well just drink. That's like an easy pitfall to fall back into. So, if he's doing okay, it's Ralph is in a lot of fucked up shit, but I kind of like rooting for underdogs. It's a flaw. It is a flaw. It's like when I root for Chris, it's like, you probably shouldn't root for Chris. It's like, I know, but the people who hate him are so much more of a faggot than Chris. Chris rapes his own mother, and I still like people less than him. But I don't know. It would be funny. It would be funny if Ralph did okay, because he's been down bad for so long that it would be the more interesting outcome. You know what I mean? Like, just from a theoretical standpoint, just from like a story narrative structure standpoint, like if you were to abstract yourself and write a story about Ralph, it would be way more interesting if there was like a comeback, as opposed to, and then he died. He asphyxiated on his vomit and he died in Mexico. Like, that's not really much of an ending to the story. That's just sort of like, I got tired of writing this, so I'm done. I don't know. That's my logic. I know people give me a lot of shit for everything, but even when I would hope that if I have bad takes, and I imagine sometimes I do. I can't name a single one, but I imagine every so often I've had a bad take. I would hope that my audience in particular can understand my perspective well enough to sort of get where I'm coming from and why I would say what I do, as opposed to just like prescribing like an automatic negative ulterior motive to it.